Do you see this hat? With the new haircut, I'm trying to find ways to wear all of my other hats because all I know how to wear are the two beanies I just bought because everything else doesn't fit my head anymore because of my hair. So I'm trying to find ways to wear my old hats again. How do you feel about this? How is it looking? How is it looking? Do you like it? Do you like it? Do you like it? I think it's okay. I think it's decent. Yeah? Yeah? We're on the same page? We're on the same page? Yeah? What's up, peeps? Quintasia here, and today is National Random Act of Kindness Day. Didn't know that was a thing, because it's supposed to be random, so if you kind of have a designated day for it to be random, it's not random. But we're gonna ignore all of that because most of my classes were canceled today, and I'm gonna consider those random acts of kindness from my professors. I'm assuming the general purpose of this day is if something happens to you, you pass along the happiness to someone else, and I'm figuring that I'll pass it on to you since I stayed home for the most of the day. Therefore, I didn't come into any actual human interaction. Last semester, I made a video talking about all the reasons why I hate being an English major, and I thought since this week didn't go too well for me, I figured, it's time to bring some positivity into my life. And why not bring some positivity into yours? Whether you're thinking about being an English major, or you are an English major, or you still aren't sure what you want to do, but English might be an option for you. This is the time to talk about the perks of being an English major, and let's keep this positivity going. Let's start. Because there are so many readings and just so many essays and so many books and so many things that we have to analyze and discuss in class, it makes it so much easier for us to find the key points in these readings, and that works for any other class. We know exactly where they are. We don't even have to read anything. I don't think I've read anything full out since maybe sophomore year. I don't know. Listen, it works. It's a thing. It works. I do it all the time. I don't know how I get through my classes. I don't read anything, but apparently I read enough to know exactly what they're about to talk about. Because we write so many papers analyzing a sentence or a paragraph or a novel or a movie, we know how to BS papers. We become experts. I am an expert BS writer. My first draft papers are a B+ minimum. That's a skill that I've honed from writing all of these papers. And that's not to brag, it's just a fact. I barely try to write any of my papers, and a B+ is fine with me because a C is passing. Because you have so much practice in writing papers and getting so much feedback from professors who studied writing and English and literature, they know how it's supposed to be worded and how it's supposed to be constructed, and when to look out for certain grammar errors or how to put your own style into your writing. And because of that, no matter what class we're in, I can always do the bare minimum. I never look over my work. I never try any harder. It's so bad. It's not a good trait. You should always remain proactive in your studies, everybody. Because I'm an English and Textual Studies major with a concentration in film and screen studies. By screen studies, that means that we can write papers and analyze and discuss things like movies, Netflix, television, Hulu, YouTube, Twitter. I had a class where we discussed literature within Twitter, how people are writing mini novels and mini stories within 140 characters. It is very cool. You're reading the story being told with all these characters stuff. It's a thing. It's real. I can't remember any of the titles to tell you about, but it's really cool. We can also write about games. I'm taking a class on games as we speak. We took a trip to the mall to go play in escape rooms, and now we can write a paper on it. Because we can read games as a text. It's what? What? I get to play games and write about it. It's great. With the required classes and having them be either boring or too complex for you to function, there's still pros in those as well. It's super boring and you're like, oh, I don't want to sit through this class, but I can't do anything about it because it's required. They teach you patience. It was a struggle, but now I have more patience to sit and listen to what they have to say, or find a way to zone out while still looking engaged. those are skills that you learn. And also with being in classes that are full of extremely intelligent people, especially when the professor assumes that you are of equal intelligence, it kind of helps you get used to being dumb. So you don't worry about it anymore, and you're never insecure. They just have so much knowledge, and they have so much knowledge to give that you're willing to take it all in, but your brain just can't handle it. But it's okay, because they assume the best of you, and that's all that matters. There are so many different things you can do, so many routes you can go, so many careers you can tackle, so many paths you can follow that lead to so many other different things in so many other different fields of study. And it is incredible because the possibilities are endless. There are so many different things you can be, so many different things you can study and focus. So my focus is film and screen studies, but there are people who focus purely on just literature, and people who focus purely on pop culture, or people who focus on creative writing, and there's so many different things within that, and it's unbelievable. Don't let anyone tell you that you won't get a job with your major, because chances are you can fit within any field you want to. So there you go. There are some of the positive factors of being an English major. I am not an expert, but from my few years here being an English, this is only my second year being an English major because I switched so many times, but obviously it's the one I'm sticking with. I am almost done, and I don't think I don't regret being an English major. So I think it's doing something right for me. And maybe it'll do something right for you. If you're passionate about it and you find something that you really enjoy about it, shoot for the moon, my friend. Shoot for Pluto. Shoot for that other planet they found that's behind Pluto. But yes, here's another video. We're still going strong. Will we make it to the end of the semester? I don't know. Fingers crossed, maybe. But until then, have fun, be safe, don't die, and I'll see you when I see you. Okay, later!